girls, Kaylee here with day 2 of our Fall Trends Lookbook. Again, this is just kind of my take on fall when I'm looking forward to thinking about the kind of pieces people are going to be wearing. This is the kind of hair that I'm thinking of. So it's not something you're seeing in magazines or on runways. This is just my voice. Hopefully you guys like it. Today I'm doing kind of sweet and sophisticated hairstyles, and this one was inspired by Conrad. I picked her for my sweet and sophisticated stuff. Even though she's not, you know, the most conservative or the most classic when it really comes down to it, she's really feminine and really just put together and classy and down to earth, and I feel like so many girls really identify with her and her style. So I thought it would be good for this little part. So basically I try to make it really simple. When I was thinking about this, I was thinking let's make it sweet, let's make it sophisticated, but let's make it something that everybody can do, like 5-minute hairstyles that anybody can do and feel really nice and girly. And this can go really well with like a really feminine pea coat, maybe some like little booties with like a bow on the heel or something. Just, you know, really classic feminine pieces are always a part of fall and winter, so I thought some really classic feminine hair would go really well with that. So that's what this is. So these aren't really crazy hairstyles. She's done some really great ones, and I could definitely do those in the future, so if you want to request them, feel free to. But this is what I'm doing today, just really nice simple ones. Hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys next Tuesday with a totally different look. So I'll see you guys then. Bye! Okay, so we have 4 hairstyles in this one, and we're going to start out with our shiny and sleek curls / waves, depending on what you want to do. Now the first thing we have to do is use some products to get a nice shine on our hair. I recommend using a leave-in conditioner, and I use this Argan Oil Deep Penetrating Oil Treatment by Renpure Organics. That's a mouthful. And you can also use something like Cheese Silk Infusion or BioSilk Silk Therapy. The BioSilk is my favorite. And then you could also use a heat protectant that adds some shine, like the Straight Sexy Hair Smooth and Protect. So those are some things that I recommend. Definitely a leave-in conditioner, and sometimes a shining product would work as well. And then you can add some heat protectant as well if you want it. But basically then you're just going to take your hair and you're going to take like 1 to 2 inch sections and curl your hair with your curling iron pointed directly upward, and then go ahead and wrap the curl back up and pin it in place to cool. Now you can see that I'm starting my curls a little bit further down the hair. This is where I want the curls to start, and for these Conrad S curls you kind of want to start around shoulder height. Now if your hair is a little shorter, you can start up a little bit further, just depending on what you need. Depending on how much hair you have, this should be anywhere from 3 to maybe 6 curls on this one side of your head. And you want to curl these all going away from your head. You don't need to curl them going toward you. And then you're just going to pin them in place, and that's going to help the curl to last better. My hair is very hard to curl, but doing it this way will help it to hold a curl for at least all day long, if not into the next day. Then you're just going to repeat that on the other side. Super simple. And you can see on this side you're just going to point your iron directly down if you're right-handed. Either way it's going to be perpendicular to the floor. And then once you have that all done, you just want to wait till it's completely cool. And you can also give it a little bit of hairspray if you want to as well, and then just go ahead and let them down. And you can see that you have these nice pretty kind of ringlet styles. By the way, I use an 1 inch curling iron. You want to use probably around 1 inch if you have that. And there it is with just the curls hanging down like that. So if you just want the curls, you would leave it like that. But if you want the waves, you're just going to take a comb or a brush and go ahead and just go through that hair. Gently, you don't have to go through it too many times, but you can see how much it softens it up and makes it into a nice wave rather than, you know, those kind of curls that we had before. So it gives it a nice, gentle, sleek curl, which I love. I think this is so pretty. So here's our next one, which is called the Subtle Twist, and I've seen this one pinned on Pinterest so often. You're just going to take a chunk of hair from the front. It pretty much goes from your part to your ear, and you want to do it on the side that you have the least amount of hair on. Then twist it up towards the sky or the ceiling, and then just go ahead and move the hair right next to it out of the way. Place it against your head and crisscross your pins to hold it in place. I kind of pinned mine horizontally so that they wouldn't end up sticking up through my hair, because that looks a little bit awkward and you don't really want that. Then you just let the hair back down and position it however you want, and then there you go. I like it having the twist on the shallow side because it's a little bit different from what people usually do, and it is really pretty. It gives you that cool kind of old Hollywood effect with the really asymmetrical curls. So our next one are these Ladylike Braids. Now you know I have to throw a braid in every single tutorial, so here's the one for this one. You're going to start a couple inches back and just do a nice like 1 inch section of hair and braid it until you've braided enough hair to get to the back center of your head. And then just go ahead and clip it or use a band to secure your braid in place so that it doesn't unravel. Then once you have that done, you're going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side. So just braid all the way down and then secure it. And then I think it's pretty obvious the next thing you're going to do is to secure them both at the back center of your head with a hairband. Obviously that's not a very hard hairstyle, but sometimes these things are more for inspiration than they are to actually teach you how to do something. So there you go, and I think it looks fantastic with those curls. I love it. And this last one is one that's kind of derived from a style that Lauren Conrad has done before. You're going to just take all the hair from in front of your ear and separate it out on one side, and then comb the rest to kind of a side ponytail on the same side as the hair that you separated. Then secure it with a band, and then you're going to go ahead and wrap it into a bun. And you can see here that I'm not twisting too much. I'm mostly just wrapping, and that makes a very nice loose looking bun. But to do that, you need to pin about it every time you arc it around, or else you're going to end up with a very wobbly bun that doesn't hold very well. So you want to keep putting pins in every couple inches, and that will help it quite a bit to stay better. But it does make that nice loose kind of chignon look without having a ton of work into it. Then I just went ahead and re-curled right next to my face right there, just to get a nice little bit of curl in my hair. And then I went ahead and just pulled it back gently and arranged that hair over the top of the bun. This gets a really cool effect without actually having to do a lot of work. You get this kind of cool upswept effect, again, without having to do tons and tons of stuff. You don't even have to curl the rest of your hair to do that. You could just put that one little bit of curl in your hair if you don't like to use too much heat. Then I went ahead and twisted it and pinned it around the bun. It just went all the way around as I did that, because my hair is really long. But if your hair is a little bit shorter, just continue wrapping until you have it all incorporated. And there's your nice little sleek kind of down styled bun. I don't know what to call that, but I do really like it. I hope you guys like it too. It's very nice and old Hollywood-esque. So here's links to the other videos in this series. I hope you guys check those out and check back on Tuesday for my next tutorial. Bye!